Okay, let's get started in session 4. The topic of session 4 is diverse lifestyles in relationships. So, you should have already received and read my session email that was sent out to you. And you should have already started looking through the assigned reading portions of Chapter 6 and Chapter 7. Make sure you do not spend too much time reading entire chapters when I've specifically broken down for you what you need to read. As a reminder, when we complete journals, I want to make sure that we understand that we are to copy and paste the format that I have given to you. And we want to make sure that we are putting in enough effort to fully answer the questions and make sure that your responses are in a different colored font before you hit Save Changes and Submit. This is very important because this allows you to clearly see how much you have contributed to the journal entry. This week's journal centers around a U.S. Supreme Court case entitled Loving versus Virginia. It was a court case from 1967 which ruled interracial marriage could not be banned in the United States of America. Now, this particular court case centered around an interracial marriage between a black female and a white male, but certainly interracial marriage, as the United States has grown more diverse, is much more than black and white. So I want you to review that video and really do some reflecting on how those types of changes have affected the family unit. For session 4's lecture, you are going to be asked to watch a specific video. And even though the research addressed in that video is specifically from the UK, it does have meaning for the United States families as well. So this particular video asks you to think about the diverse types of families. It also has you analyze what types of families when we're talking about family diversity. This is a very interesting aspect because sometimes we don't really give a lot of thought to what types of families are considered diverse. Please make sure when you open the template that you are putting your notes on the right-hand side of the screen. Remember, here on the top line, I have a reminder. Your notes go here in a different colored font, but that is also a section that you need notes typed into. So don't skip that very first one just because you see my reminder that the notes go in a different colored font. Please let me know if you have trouble accessing these particular templates. I want to be able to help you if you are having difficulty using these types of formats. The writing assignment for session 4 really focuses on a section in your textbook entitled Characteristics of Successful Marriages. This is pretty interesting stuff when you really think about it in regards to sociology of the family. So these characteristics, there are 23 of them, and they are characteristics that researchers have associated with successful marriages. So I'm going to ask you to really analyze these characteristics and really put some emphasis on why it is so important to deeply analyze these types of characteristics in our relationships before they move into the marriage stage or the procreation stage. So it's very interesting, and I hope that you find it interesting as well. That is a quick review of the 3 assignments for the week: the journal, the lecture, and the writing assignment. But I want to do a really quick review that kind of analyzes the things that we've just reviewed into those 3 theoretical paradigms. So just remember, when we're talking about diverse lifestyles within family units, if we analyze that through structural functionalism, we are talking about the structure of the relationship that built the family. So is it a forced or arranged marriage, or was that chosen by the 2 individuals? Is that marriage between a man and a woman? Is that marriage between someone that is young and someone that is much older? So those are the types of ways that we can analyze the structure of a family unit. And then we may think about structure or function in the realm of who does what in the family, who is responsible for what things, or who makes the decisions. Is it one person, or is it a team effort? When we move into conflict theory and we're thinking about diversity within the family unit, we're automatically going to go to conflict. So what happens in the family unit when things just don't work out? What happens when we have different cultures or different races, or just different people with different morals and different values when they create a family unit? What happens? Is there outside pressure? Is there inside pressure that creates actual conflict in the relationship? Are they accepted or are they denied by their families or by society in general? So think about if your relationship was denied by your family units or your society, how much conflict and strain that may put on your relationship. And then finally, moving into symbolic interactionism, remember, this is really very micro, very individualized. So what does a family unit mean to you? Does that mean it has to have marriage? Is marriage symbolic to you and it means something? Or does that mean it has to have children? Are children symbolic to you? Do they mean something in relation to the definition of family? Maybe another aspect would be, how do you determine that you have established a family? So outside of the family you were raised in, what symbols are you looking for that gives you the affirmation that you have established your own family? Is it simply procreation? Or is it, now I have moved out of my parents' household and I have my own household that establishes you as a new family? And then finally, the symbolic meaning of certain qualities of people. So when you review that section in your textbook, you're going to see certain characteristics that increase the likelihood of a quality type marriage. So are those types of qualities something that you place an emphasis on? Are they important to you? I hope that this kind of clears a few things up. Remember, everything can be analyzed through the 3 theories, but I hope you enjoy some of the reading and some of the activities in this section. It's always interesting to me to have the ability to analyze maybe what will work best in the future for family units. Certainly, I've shared my introduction with you, and sometimes I wish, looking back, that I had have had some of this information kind of stored in the back of my mind, so maybe I could have made different decisions in my past. Let me know if you have any questions or you need any help. I'll be happy to email you or Google chat, video chat to clear things up for you.